guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another DC Multiverse action figure review on the McFarlaneToys Deluxe Theater Edition Superman. Oh my goodness, I am so excited for the Dave Cornsweet Superman movie, or the James Gunn Superman movie, whatever you want to call it. I can't wait to see this movie, and I gotta give a big thanks to McFarlaneToys for sending out this early sample my way. Well, some people have picked it up, got it in hand, but this is a gift from McFarlaneToys. They did not ask me to say one thing or another about the figure. All opinions are of my own. Check out the latest from McFarlaneToys. Link is in the description below, and this looks dope. I did actually pre-order already this one and the plastic cape version. This one, of course, I wanted the most. So we got Krypto right there. You get this awesome blue foil text looking really cool. You have this awesome spot varnished Superman logo right there on the side. Damn, dude, this looks like one that'd be nice to keep mint on card. I may have to keep this box just to put it back. I don't know. I'm going to keep the figure on display. But anyway, I like that we get that metallic blue trim right over here. Nice image of Superman and Krypto right there. Not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your DC Multiverse figures, you can do so.
Big, big, big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Superman out of the packaging, and oh my god, I'm so happy and excited to have this figure. I really like it a lot. However, it is not the best Superman figure out there. Just based off of comparing it to other DC Multiverse figures from McFarlaneToys, it's just not the greatest. But it's the greatest Cornsweet Superman figure that I have currently, and I'm very happy to have it. So we'll get into all my gripes. I do have numerous gripes, but at the same time, I'm very stoked for this figure. I really do like the accessories, even though I have gripes about those as well. So let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. So you get 4 interchangeable faces, which we'll look at later on. You get the trading card, stand, 4 hands, and Krypto, of course. I wish we'd gotten a flight stand instead of the standard issue DC Multiverse stand, so no flight stand included. I do like the trading card, though. You have that silver foil and the text right there written on the side. Nice looking artwork. Very happy Krypto, so I do dig that. And then there is a read-up on the back. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause it right now. You do have a set of flat hands right over here. I really wish we'd had an even set of fist hands and an even set of open hands. Having the one open hand right here is not enough. I really wish we had the 2 fist hands as well, so that's frustrating. But I gotta say, I really love this Krypto figurine. It does not have any articulation. It does have the soft goods cape, but damn, I really love the sculpt of this and the detailed paint apps right here with the light brown around his snout. I think that looks really, really good, man. And the inside of the ear. Just a very cute, emotive puppy. And while I was taking pictures of Superman, it was off to the side looking at me like this. I don't know. It just caught me off guard at one point. I forgot I'd put it down like that. Thought for a second the decal right here was peeling. You could see the very edge of it kind of coming off. So I want to be careful with that. But it doesn't look like it's coming off all the way, just a little bit. And nice fur and sculpt throughout. Again, subtle touches of tan throughout on Krypto just to break, you know, the bright white plastic that they have going on over here. Would have been nice if there was articulation, but I don't know. I still really like it. Then you can see the Superman symbol right over there on the collar. They actually painted that out in a copper color right there. So like I said, we have 4 different faceplates, and they have numbers on the inside of them, and this is faceplate number 1, which I do like, and I think it looks like Dave Cornsweet. I think they did a pretty good job sculpting this figure, and I do like the paint on it as well. I think it does look pretty good. I like how the hair came out on it, too, so I don't have too many gripes with the head sculpt. Now, swapping the faces is very easy to do. Sometimes I could see a big fat seam over here, but if I'm not paying attention, the figure looks just fine. So when I focus on the seam going around the face, it stands out to me, but if I'm not thinking about it, it doesn't stand out nearly as much. So I feel 50-50 about it. Like, if you really, really hate this, I get it. I can't hate you for hating this. I could even see a little bit of color difference between the ear and the cheek. However, if it doesn't bother you at all, I also understand that, because there's times where I forget that it's there. But regardless, I'm not really happy with the expressions on the different faces. Like, this one's fine. It's a neutral expression, and all you got to do is just, you know, lift underneath the chin. God, that's freaky looking. But here's faceplate number 2, and faceplate number 2 is the angry look, which is fine. I actually like this one quite a bit as well. So 1 and 2 look pretty good. I do like him. It's, I guess, face number 3 is what really bothers me because it looks just like face number 1. This has got the 3, right? It's really hard to see, but there is a 3 sculpted in there. And face number 3 looks almost the same as face number 1. Like, I don't see much of a difference between these two. I'm like, what the hell is slightly angry? Is that what that is? I don't get it. See, face number 2 is definitely angrier with the eyebrows. So I just wish there was more of a difference right there between those faces. However, face number 4 is great because you have the red eyes right over there, which is cool. So I have no complaints about this one being one of the faces. Aside from wishing we had some laser beams that we could attach to the face or something like that. Or a faceplate with the laser beams already connected so that you could just plop that on there. That would have been pretty cool to have. But I like this too. He's smiling. Having a regular smiling one would have worked, I think. And I'm going to go ahead and put on face number 1. Now, as far as the torso goes, I like the sculpt of it as far as, you know, the symbol and the texturing and the suit. I just wish that they had dug into the butterfly joint a little bit more. I feel like this makes the figure look too boxy. So it just makes him look very, very square, and that kind of bothers me. And I'll get into the articulation more later on, and that kind of contributes to the boxiness of the figure. But again, I think all the details of the suit that I recognize from the trailer and images online are all here, and I think it looks really good. I like the suit, man. I'm really glad that they went with the trunks right over here. Looks great. Now, when you pose the figure around, which I've already done a whole ton of posing, like I had him left overnight with his leg all the way up like this, and then the next day, of course, after I put it down, this was kind of stuck flipping up, but eventually it went back into place. So I am happy for that. I do like that. And you can see that they did make the wrist pegs right here flesh tone instead of the suit color. They got the joints textured right in there. So I do like seeing that. Eventually it'd be nice to see McFarlane go to pinless. And then we have the wire cape right here. Of course, we have the logo on the cape looking really good. Fairly long cape, but not too long. I actually really like the length of the cape over here. Not as short as the Christopher Reeve Superman cape, but not nearly as long as the Cavill cape. So I think that's a pretty good length. And then looking at the legs right over here, they look pretty good. Nice details, and it looks fairly accurate. I really like the design of this Superman. It looks really good. Nice smooth boots right over there. And then you can see we get peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So I am bummed out that we don't have a lot of head movement with this figure. You cannot get him looking up more than that. So getting him into really good flying poses, it's tricky to do, man. That does bum me out. He can look down. The head, of course, will turn side to side, and it pivots a bit. We have these butterfly joints. Again, they don't move forward too much due to the sculpt right over here, but they will move back a little bit more so. They shift up and down a little bit, and then you can move the shoulders out. Well, I'm getting moving at about 90 degrees right there. Felt like I could move more than that earlier, but nope. It's about that far. They move in that much, rotate a full 360. You get the bicep swivel, you get the double jointed elbows, and then you get the pin hinge right over here that rotates around. Then you have the diaphragm cut right here that turns side to side, pivots. Did get a little bit of stressing around the edge of that diaphragm cut, and it doesn't move forward at all. That bums me out, man. It does move back a little bit, but not forward. Then you have a waist joint right here that only moves forward a tiny bit. So altogether, he only crunches forward that much, which is a bummer. Does move back a little bit, and then you get some short gappage right over there. So, yep, that's not ideal. You get pivot right there at the waist, and of course, you can turn the waist side to side, even though that's a little on the stiff side, but it does work. And then you get hips that move out, so you can do the splits. He can kick forward almost at 90 degrees, bends back, no upper thigh cut, double jointed knees that bend in that far. Damn, that little piece of plastic, I just kind of ruined the figure a little bit. Damn. That's the first time I had that. You can see that stress mark right over there? Holy shit, that just happened right now. So there's a little bit, it didn't happen on this side. Oh yeah, it does happen over here too. So be mindful of that. I'd bent the knees plenty of times before. I guess I just didn't bend them in that far up until this very moment. So, damn. Anyway, shit. You get ankles that turn side to side right over here. They do move down. They do move up. He has beautiful ankle pivot, and you get toe articulation. Oh, and you get bendy wire cape. Yeah, so I mentioned it already, I know. But the bendy wire goes all the way up until just about that point right over here, and no wire running along the bottom. It's just on each side of the cape. And to measure out Superman and Krypto, you can see Superman here is standing just a little over 6 inches tall, and the cape span I'm seeing is about 8 inches across, and then Krypto over here is just a little over 2 inches tall, and from nose to tail, the doggy is at about, I want to say 3¼ inches across. Then to get into some comparisons, we'll start with a Krypto comparison. Right here we have our movie version and our comic version that came with the Return of Superman figure. And yeah, a totally different breed of dog and totally different size, but still they have the same color fur for the most part, and they both have their capes and they both look very cute. I wish this one had the S on the back. Happy this one does. Then for your DC Multiverse Cinematic Superman figure comparison, you can see we have our Christopher Reeve Superman and our Henry Cavill Superman next to our David Cornsweet Superman. And the heights are not accurate right over here. Henry Cavill's 6'1", and both Christopher Reeve and Dave Cornsweet were 6'4". So yeah, this should be as tall as this figure right here. He should be a bit shorter. Oh yeah, and noticing all these other Superman figures have 2 fists. This is the only one that doesn't. Ugh, very frustrating. Superman party. I like pink. I like pink. I like pink. Oh, these guys didn't get invited to the party. I almost forgot to show off this DC Multiverse Cornsweet Superman next to the Epic Strike Superman and the basic Superman figure from the collector build Robot 4-Wave. And yeah, the colors are pretty consistent right over here, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, out of these 3, this one's definitely my favorite. I also still have the Superpowers one, just to be thorough and show that side by side. And here's our Dave Cornsweet Superman next to our Robert Pattinson Batman. And I think they're getting a different Batman to go with this new James Gunn DCEU, but I would still be happy if they went with the Robert Pattinson Batman. I liked it enough where I would like to see these two in the same universe. What do you guys think? Would you rather see a brand new, totally different Batman, or would you rather have the Pattinson Batman right over here? Let me know in the comments below. And here's Superman next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey Superman, I'm excited to see your movie. Can I get a fist bump? No fist bump. Just have that open hand. All useless. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that like button. And if you want to see more coming to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to contribute your $1 to this content, you can do so by hitting that join button or checking out the Patreon link down below. And this figure makes me very happy. I am still very stoked to have it. I have my frustrations with it though. Overall, it does look very cool. So I like the aesthetics of it more than anything. It's the articulation. That's where I really get bummed out more than anything else. Well, and the fact that he doesn't come with 2 fists. That's very frustrating. I love the Krypto, by the way. The Krypto's great. But yeah, the Superman figure itself, I wish his head could look up. I wish we had some ab crunching going on there with that diaphragm cut. So those frustrations are definitely there. But damn it, man, I really am excited for this Superman movie. So at this point in time, I'm very stoked to have this figure. I'm assuming we're going to see other Superman figures come out, and I'm going to pick those up as well. But at this moment in time, this is my favorite Superman figure that I have in the collection. And at the price point of around, oh god, this is a deluxe figure. It comes with Krypto, so it's around $30 if I remember correctly. I'm going to give this Cornsweet Superman and Krypto a Sud rating of I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think. So please let me know in the comment section below. Are you stoked about the movie? I got my tickets for July 8th, so I'm going to see it. I got preview tickets, and I'm going to see it at IMAX, Metreon. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. If you want to follow me on social media, check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
I think... Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face,